Hello, Aquarius. Welcome. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. It's going to be a general reading for you may be dealing with. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel at Val53 Tarot. She's review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Excuse me. Excuse me. By the way, Aquarius, I don't know why I feel the need to tell you this. Energy drinks minus the sugar not only kick harder, but also last longer. Fun fact. But jumping into this, what they're showing me, there's a lot going on regarding their work, their finances, their money, and their investments. Ultimately, I do see that there is definitely some aggravation here, and I do see that, unfortunately, they're having to kind of move forward with the situation, the circumstances as is. But ultimately, there's this consideration of how well they used to have it, how well things used to be going. It's not an energy of things are going south in a sense, financially speaking. It's just times were different. Work was different. Money was different. Things are progressing here in such a way, unfortunately, in a, I'm gonna say in a negative fashion, only because something's going on and it's not working out very well. Not only are they realizing that times are different, times have changed, it almost seems and feels as if things are moving at a completely different pace altogether, and this is causing them to be a little bit bent on what to do regarding the circumstances. They have ideas as to solutions as to how they can kind of solve this or fix this or work on this, but they're just not too sure. It's kind of up in the air. There you are, Aquarius. Interesting. Yeah, they're figuring something out for themselves. Which they're at this point, they're kind of like they're taking what they can get, but ultimately they're kind of like taking what they can get and they're just moving forward with it. And they're kind of like saying, "Thank you. Let's just keep it pushing. Let's just keep it pushing. This helps. Every little bit helps." What is that about, though? There's definitely some sort of interaction here between the two of you. I don't know what's going on with that. It's just like mum's the word. They're not saying shit. They're not saying nothing. It's almost like they want to keep it that way too. They're kind of emphasizing the energy of like boundaries. Boundaries are necessary. At the same time, I don't know why it almost seems and feels like whatever this is. Yeah, there's a connection between the two of you. There is of some sort. But for some reason, they're kind of like, ooh, okay, here we go. We got something going on here. That is interesting. That's like a little, what's that called? Like a push and pull tactic. It's a push and pull tactic. Usually I kind of think of this in terms of when someone's like flirting with someone. I don't know why. It's what's the energy that I'm looking at. It's like, I'm not going to say anything, but the way they're moving and the way they're operating around you or about you or towards you, it's like, because there's a clear connection between the two of you. But it's like they don't want to say anything. They just want to move and see if you watch them or see if you chase or pursue them. But that's what's weird. It's this whole boundary thing. It's like, what is this? It's like they want you to just kind of, sit, stay, roll over or some shit. I don't know. They might not have liked that one. Yeah, the only reason I said that is because there's dogs on this card. That's funny. I say that and they're just like oops. That's funny. They're like, don't show it though. Don't show it though. Don't show it though. Oh, that's funny. What is that? Wow. What is that? You guys are like, how do I say this? You guys are like circling each other. You guys are circling each other. It's like some weird dance. Some weird dance. And they're kind of like, well, I kind of get a little bit of enjoyment out of this, but not much. That's funny. That's funny to see, Aquarius. Thank you. Ooh. One moment. Ah. Why? Why? I want to know why. I'm looking at 222. And that's what's interesting is balance. They're trying to keep their balance and trying to remain in balance, but it's at a constant flux. So much so that whatever this connection is, it's definitely revolving around the connection with the two of you. But when it comes to plans, I will have to say, there definitely is some sort of manipulation tactics being played in here. There's a tad bit of player energy. There is. At the same time, what's interesting is someone here may have cared at one point in time. They're kind of on the fence as to just, you know what, they're just muddy water at this point, and the other person just outright playing. They're trying. It's interesting because all of a sudden, whatever this connection or dynamic is between the two of you, they're really. It's like they're not 100% happy or fulfilled with it. At the same time, they're also trying to like a shark. They're circling, trying to determine like, am I going to actually get a meal out of this? In a sense, am I going to actually be able to feed myself financially speaking? Because that's what they're all about. That's what they're thinking, and that's what's kind of processing and going through their mind is money. And even though it seems and feels like they are having to make that decision regarding whether to commit themselves to this endeavor or not, they're conflicted. They are beyond conflicted with themselves to the point where it's like juggle. I just don't know. And they're trying to juggle so much that's going on with this dynamic between the two of you. They're fumbling it. They're fumbling it. And this is something that they're even trying to buy their time with, and they're still fumbling with it. It's like, how much time do you need? And you still fumble it. Don't know. Of course, if you are dealing with anyone, you could be dealing with a fire sign. Heavy fire today. Heavy fire, heavy air, also water. And that is all. Goodbye.